This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone. So can you see my screen, everyone? Can you hear me? I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Sure. Yeah. Fine. So far, any questions, anyone, on storages, EBS, S3, EFS, snapshots we discussed, right? Just a minute. Yeah. Anyone having any questions so far? We have completed 4 storages, right? Which are EBS, S3, EFS, and snapshots. Any questions on project which we discussed? How can we enable the Tomcat application? So customized AMIs. So everyone practicing, right?
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Sai Prasad, you practice, right?
Yeah, I practiced.
Customized AMIs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and others. Sanjay, you got the result, right? You tried, right? You're able to access the Tomcat, right? Right. Fine. So make sure everyone practice. Okay. So these services are very core services, very advanced services. Okay. So in real-time projects, always we use these services, storage services, EC2, AMIs. So up to here, these are very important services. Day-to-day activities, in day-to-day life, we use these services. Okay. Yeah. So today we are going to complete the storage. So we have one more concept, which is backup strategies. Okay. Yeah. So we can work on backup strategies today. And yeah, so Glacier also. We can complete Glacier also today. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll start monitoring rules. Tomorrow we'll start monitoring rules like CloudWatch, CloudTrail, right? Yeah, so AWS backup. We're going to discuss about AWS backup. What is backup, anyone? Backup and ఏంటండి? Anyone
It's a
having
secondary copy of the original
secondary?
server. Copy of the original server. Original data.
A replica of original data. Replica.
Yes. Yeah. It's a copy of important data, replica of data, right? So why we require backup? What are the importance of backup?
We can
We need
access data anytime if in case of if the data has been lost for any reason.
Yes. Yeah. The servers which you are using may crash any point of time, right? So the servers, production servers, UAT servers, QA servers, any servers. So the servers may crash any point of time, right? Yeah. So the disk, the storage which you are using, so the storage may be corrupted. databases. Okay, so everywhere use data sets. Every organization they're having used data sets, right? Yeah, every cloud platform they are trying to give best storages to protect the customer databases, customer applications. Okay, so here AWS also giving, they are also giving very good storages to they are managing very good storages to protect the customer data, customer applications. Okay, yeah, fine. So before going to cloud backup strategies, okay, let's try to understand on-premises backup strategies. So what is on-prem data strategies? What is on-prem, anyone? What is
It's a
on?
self like company data centers.
Physical servers.
Yeah, fine. On-premises is our local servers, local data center, our office floor, right? Local data center, physical data center. Fine. Yeah, I used to handle data center in Verizon and also Capgemini, UST Global, right? So we used to work on backup, different backup strategies. Okay, so those are standard strategies. Every organization. So before going to cloud, let's try to understand on. First one is daily backups. Daily backups. Yeah. So normally, daily, whatever the activities you are, whatever the changes are happening in the servers, whatever the changes are happening in the environment, so those will be backed up. So, for example, today some changes happened. We updated the patches, we modified the configurations, we prepare the changes, we work on some activities, right? Yeah. So the changes should be backed up.
So your voice is not audible, sir, in the middle sometimes.
Yeah. Daily backups are, can you hear me now, everyone? Now it is fine, right? Everyone.
Now it is fine. Yes.
Yeah. Daily backups are incremental backups. So,
Again, it's gone. Is it only for me or others can hear?
For me also, it's not.
Not audible.
Yeah, it's not audible actually.
retention. So, what is retention, anyone? 30 days. Retention is 30 days. So, up to 30 days, the backup will be hold. From 31 day onwards, it will start rewriting the data. Yeah, that storages, whatever storage you're using for this daily backups. So up to 30 days, this backup will be hold on that storages. So from 31 day onwards, it will start, the storage will start rewriting the data, right? Yeah. So in this daily backups, we take critical products. Okay, and also share folders. So these backups, we can take these backups. Okay, share folders, DNS entries, DHCP configurations, fraud apps, right? So these are all will take backup. Fine. So this backup starts every day at 6 p.m. Every day at 6 p.m. So backup starts at every day 6 p.m. and end up by next day morning 5 a.m. So backup end up by next day morning 5 a.m. Fine. So why we start the backup after business hours? So this is up. Yeah, normally 9 to 6 normal business hours, right? We can start at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m. So why we start 6 p.m.? Why we start at 6 p.m.? Anyone?
It's a
After business,
non-business hours.
after business hours, right? Non-business hours. Why we start after business hours? What are the importance here? Because once we start the backup job, the backup will be happened through network. Backup will be happened through network, right? So if the backup is happening through network, what will happen? Network traffic will be increased. So if you start the backup at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. or 2 p.m., so everyone connect servers, right? Yeah, this backup also will yeah, happening through network. So what will happen here? Network traffic will be increased. It will take use bandwidth. Backups takes use bandwidth, right? So if you start the backup, no one can connect servers because yeah, so people connect through network only, right? Yeah, if the network traffic is high, no one can connect servers. So yeah, if you start backup in business servers, what will happen? Automatically alerts will be triggered. So network team, what they will do? They kill the backup immediately because network traffic will be increased. That is why. So make sure the job should be configured after business hours only. We should not configure in business hours. Okay. Yeah. And also, so here to take the backup, so we use the semantic tool, semantic net backup. Okay. So this backups normally we take in Dell data domain. Dell data domain. So Dell data domain is a hardware unit. Okay. So in that high capacity storage is available. So I'll show you some images here. Dell data domain. See here. These are all data domains. So here you can see the disks. These are the disks. Fine. So in this disk, backup will be happened. These are all not disks. So these are the network modules. Just a minute. Yes, these are the disks. Correct. Yeah, if you click on this lock, this cabinet will be opened. In this, disks are available. Okay. So Dell EMC, currently Dell acquire EMC. That is why, yeah, it is Dell EMC currently, data domain. So in that number of disks are available. So in that we can take the backup. So once the retention is completed, so the disks, whatever disk we are using, in that disk data will be rewrite. Fine. Yeah. This is a first strategy, which is daily backups. Second strategy is weekly backup. Weekly backups. So this weekly backups are full backups. Full backups. So here retention is 90 days. So in this weekly backup, we take all VM backup, all virtual machine backup, and also databases, databases, and also prod applications, prod applications, right? And also we can take configurations. We can take backup here. Okay. Yeah, this backup will be started at daily, not daily, weekly. Every Friday will be started at 7 p.m. normally. 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Normally you can configure 7 p.m. So it will be end up by Friday first. Every Friday this backup will be happen. So start at 7 p.m. End up by next day morning 5 a.m. So here also we use the semantic tool. So here we use the backups tape libraries. Tape libraries. So tapes, in place of Dell data domain, we use the tapes. Okay. So tape libraries we already checked right last time. Dell tape libraries. So these are the Dell tape libraries. Okay. So here these are the two slots available. If you click on this slot will be open here. In this we can insert the tapes like this. These are the tapes. See here. These are the tapes. Okay, retention is 90 days, right? Once retention is completed, we can remove the tapes and we can move those tapes to alternate location. So if you hold the tapes in tape library, in case fire happened, what will happen? Data will be gone, right? So that is why we need to take the tapes outside, and we can move to other location, alternate location. Fine. Yeah. So this is second strategy, and also third one also almost same, which is the monthly backups. Which is also full backup. Retention is 90 days. So here we take all backups like DNS entries, DHCP configurations, so production applications, share folders, databases, configurations, everything, all backups. Fine. Yeah. So this backup will be started at first Friday every month, first Friday, 8 p.m. End up by Saturday morning, 5 a.m. Sunday morning, 5 a.m. Right. So here we use the tool which is Veritas Net Backup. Veritas Net Backup tool. So here also we use the tape libraries. Right. Yeah. So here also we use the high-end capacity tapes like 4 TB, 8 TB, 6 TB, like that. Once the backup completes, we can remove the tapes and we can move to alternate location. So why we require three strategies here? Anyone? So we can use either weekly or daily or monthly. So why we require three strategies here?
Just in case if we lose any data in daily, we can back up from weekly.
Yes, correct. So whatever the applications we are using, whatever the applications we are hosting, whatever the databases we are using in production environments, in projects, those are very critical production data, right? So in case any data is lost from daily backups, we can recover from weekly backups. So in case any data is lost from weekly backups, we can recover from monthly backups, like that. So we can use the three different copies. Okay. Yeah. So along with this, one more backup is there, which is on-demand backup. On-demand. So why we record on-demand backup? For example, so we ran the daily backups. So one of the critical production server is it was in shutdown state. The backup was not happened. So the data which is available on the server, which is very critical production data, right? Yeah. So backup job completed, but data is backup is not happened. So we got alert. So this server is in down state. So backup not happened. Okay. Immediately we can run the on-demand backup. So this is instantly or immediately we can run the backup. One or two servers it is fine. We can run instantly. But if you want to run entire data center, so that is not recommended way. So we can run after business hours. Okay. So these are the four backup strategies which are very important. So same strategies we use in cloud also. So now let us go and work on the go back to AWS platform and we can work on the cloud backup strategies. So which are the same strategies available in cloud also. Let's go and connect AWS platform and we'll work on this. So any questions up to here, anyone?
Yeah. So why cannot we not backup configs on daily backups?
Which one?
Why is it for in daily backups can we not backup config changes also? It's mentioned in weekly only, right? So why not? Why can't we do it in daily? Why is it only for weekly? Any
Okay.
particular reason?
Yeah. So those are strategies. Strategies are those are different strategies.
Okay, just a strategy.
Strategies. That's it.
Okay. Understood. Thank you.
Right. So let us go back to AWS console and we'll work on this cloud backup strategies. Practically, we'll create the backups and we can run the backups. Yeah. So now go to services, go down here, click on storage, click on AWS backup. Yeah. So here we have dashboard, jobs dashboard. Okay. So here vaults, backup vault logs, backup plans, protected resources. These are all available, right? So vaults, backup vaults. What is vault? What is vault? Okay. So vaults are yeah. So it's kind of containers. Vaults are it's kind of containers. So vaults, backup vaults store immutable primary copies of data, right? So first we need to create the vault. After that we can give the plan. So weekly or daily or monthly or hourly. So we can give the plan here. Okay. So in that plan, we can attach the resources, whatever the resources you want to take the backup, like EBS volume, or S3 bucket, EFS storage, or any other storages you want to take backups. Okay, we can attach that storage to the plans. So protected resource, this is on demand. This is on demand backup. See here, on demand. Now let's go and create the vaults here. Two vaults I want to create. Okay, click on vaults. Now create backup vault. So by default, one vault is available. So default vaults don't delete. Default resources, we should not delete. If you delete the default resources, it will not allow you to create the new resources. Okay. Yeah. So click on create backup vault. Backup vault name, app, backup vault. Yeah. Next one. So here encryption keys. You can give the default one only. Now give the tag name, same name, Yeah. After that, click on create vault. Now the backup vault is created here. See, app backup vault. Now I want to create one more vault, which is a DB vault. DB backup vault. Now go down here. Create a vault. See here. So these are the two vaults available. Two vaults: app backup vault, DB backup vault. Okay. So after that, we can go and create the backup plans. Click on backup plans. Now click on create backup plan. Start with a template or build a new plan or define a plan using JSON. So start with template. So by default, they give some template so that you can use if you want to. Okay, I don't want to use that. I want to create new plan. Select this plan name, app plan. Scroll down here. Backup rule name, app rule, app rule. Yeah, backup vault. We need to choose the app backup vault here. See here, app backup vault. Now see here, backup frequency, daily, hourly, every 12 hours, weekly, monthly, custom cron expression. Customized schedules also we can give. Okay, I want to select daily. Yeah, backup window. So here I want to select here Kolkata, Asia Kolkata. See here, Asia Kolkata. So I want to configure this backup at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. means 18, right? 1800. 6 p.m. I want to configure at 6 p.m. So start within 8 hours. I don't want to start within 8 hours. I want to start within 1 hour. So complete within 4 hours. So this is not required basically. Start within 1 hour. Why we required? We already gave schedule, right? So this is extra feature they gave. We don't require basically. Okay. Yeah. So now point in time recovery. If you want to create any point in times, it's not required basically. Okay. So here retention. See here. So by default they give 35 days. If you want to reduce to 30 days, you can give 30 days here. Okay. Yeah. So backup. This is not required basically optional. Okay. Region. So you can, if you want to choose any region, you can choose. Okay. In real time projects, we choose the regions. Here not required. If you want to give the tag name, you can give. Click on create plan. Now the plan is created. So now it is asking you to assign the resources. We can assign later also. Now go back to plans. Now I want to create one more plan. So one plan created here, right? Now I want to create one more plan. Build a new plan. DB plan. DB rule. Backup vault. DB backup vault. Daily. Asia Kolkata. Right. Start within 1 hour. Complete within 4 hours. New tag name. create plan. So we can assign the resources. Now we have two plans. So here app plan, DB plan, two vaults, app backup vault, DB backup vault, right? Now I want to assign resources to the plans. Fine. Click on app plan. Now assign resources. Assign resources. Now include all resource types, or else you can give the specific resource type. Select second one. Now you can choose any resource here. See here, Aurora, CloudFormation, Document DB, DynamoDB, right? EBS, different volumes are available, different services are available, right? So I want to choose EBS, EBS. So here we have EBS volumes, two volumes are available. Uncheck this, select the one volume here. Now, yeah, these are all optional, no need to change anything here. Click on Assign Resources. Okay, name should be given, right? So name, assignment name, app resources, assign resources. Yeah, second one, next one, DB plan. Open the DB plan, assign resource. Now, name, DB, resource, specific resource, EBS volume. Select the volumes, second volume you can choose. Now, click on assign the resource. Yeah, so we created vaults, backup plans, and also assign the resources. Okay, now if you go back and check the plans, these are the plans. So as per the schedules, as per the schedule we gave, right? So the jobs will be triggered. This plans will be triggered. 6 p.m. right? 6 p.m. IST. So these jobs will be triggered tomorrow 6 p.m. Okay, but I want to run the backup right away. Right away, I want to run the backup. So for which what we have to do? We need to create a on-demand backup. Okay. Now let us go back here, protected resources. So now click on create on-demand backup, which is instantly, immediately we can run the backup. Click here. Now, so resource type, I want to choose EBS only. Select EBS volume, first one. Yeah. Now, see here, backup window. Create backup now or customize backup window. If you select customize, what will happen? Again, it will be scheduled, right? I don't want to customize. I want to create backup right away. Okay. So select create backup now. Scroll down here, 35 days. Okay. So now we need to choose the backup vault here. Some vault required here. Okay. Default vault I choose here. Now click on create backup. Once you click on create backup, so instantly the backup will be started. Whatever the EBS volume is selected here, that volume will be backed up. Click on create on demand backup. So now the backup started here. See here, backup is in progress, right? So it is created. Refresh here. See here, now it is in running state. This will take 2 minutes. Wait for 2 minutes. So this backup will be completed. So that is empty volume, right? It will not take much time, 2 to 3 minutes. So once backup completed, how can we restore? I'll show you the steps. So don't restore the backups. If you restore the backup, yeah, it will utilize some storage backend, right? So some billing will be happened. Don't enable the restoration. Still backup is going on. Yeah, see here, now it is completed. Wait for a few seconds. Yes. So now it is completed. See here, backup job one completed. So now this is the backup job ID, right? So click on this. So this is the recovery ARN point. Okay. So if you want to restore, we need to go to the recovery point ARN. So click on this, open this, see here, restore. So once you click on this, it will ask you to provide the path where you want to restore. We need to provide the path so that the backup will be restored. So normally we should not take the backup into same region. We can take into other region. So in production environments, so we select the other region, right? So even though restoration also from other region to current region, we can restore the data. Clear, right, everyone? You understanding, right? So backup configurations and restorations, you understand, right, everyone? Yeah, fine.
And we will create KMS also, no? Like key management services.
Where you create?
Like when we are creating Vault, we will create KMS also, no? We need to
Not
specify the
KMS service. Yeah, KMS by default, that is KMS for encryption, right?
Yeah, for
KMS.
encryption. Correct. Uh-huh.
So why we require encryption? So we don't encrypt the data, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you practice, you can remove the backup strategies, whatever we configured. So otherwise, what will happen? So daily at 6 p.m. backup will be started to utilize some storage. So that is why we need to remove the backup strategies which we configured. So on-demand backup only one time, right? So daily backups, whatever we configured, that we need to remove the configurations. Otherwise, so daily every day 6 p.m. backup will be started. Okay. Yeah. So first of all, go back to on-demand backup here. Resource ID. Okay, you can leave as is. So it will not it will not repeat again. Okay. So go back to backup plans. See here. These are the two plans: DB plan and app plan, right? So click on DB plan. See here. Resource also added here, right? Assignment. Assignment. Select this and click on delete the resource. Resource name can give delete resource. Now directly can go and delete the plan, DB plan. Click on delete. Yeah. Next, yeah, plan also. Second plan also can delete. App plan. So remove the app resource. Delete. Delete the app plan. Yeah. Now vaults. Go to vaults. Select the DB vault. Delete the vault. Click on app vault. Click on delete the app vault. Delete. So now the resources are deleted. Okay. So once complete the practice, we need to remove the resources. Otherwise, yeah. So backup will be happened every day. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, Andy? Up to any questions, anyone? Now one more service is there, which is Glacier. Glacier, right? So what is Glacier, anyone? Glacier is a,
Slow moving.
yeah, it is a cold storage, right? Yeah, Glacier is a cold storage. It is a cheaper storage compared with all other storages. Fine. So Glacier will not take much time, hardly 5 to 10 minutes only. Okay. So Glacier is a cheaper storage, cold storage. So this is mainly for backups and archival. If you want to take the long-standing backups, for example, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, if you want to store the data, we can use the Glacier because less costing, right? Yeah. So costing is less, but here disadvantages are there in Glacier. So taking the backup, so if you want to move the backup to Glacier, it will move. But when we want to recover the backup, recover the data, that takes more time, like 4 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours. So client will not give that much of time. That is one drawback here. Okay, and also if you want to configure Glacier, we required a fast Glacier license. Fast Glacier. We need a fast Glacier. Okay. Yeah. Now let's try to understand how can we create the Glacier. But enable Glacier required license. Okay. Yeah. Now go to services, click on storage, click on Glacier or S3 Glacier, both are same. Click on this. So old Glacier is there. I want to delete this. Yeah. Now I want to create I want to create the vault. In Glacier, I want to create the vault. Click on create vault. Vault name Glacier. See here, event notifications, right? So turn off notifications, turn on notifications. So once we take the backup, once we enable the license for the Glacier, right? Once the backup completes or restoration completes, we get notified through emails. Okay. So here backend SNS will be configured. SNS. Once you turn on, SNS will be enabled. We need to enable the SNS. What is SNS? Simple notification
Notification service.
service, right? Yeah, SNS will discuss again while working on auto scaling, while working on CloudWatch, will configure practically SNS. Okay, so here also SNS is available, right? So if you turn on SNS, if you turn on notifications, so SNS will be enabled. So once complete the backup or once complete the restoration, we'll get notified through emails. Okay, here we don't require SNS. Just click on turn off notifications, click on create vault. So vault is created here. Open this vault. So this is the vault. Vault policies. If you want to modify any policies, you can modify the policies here. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to enable this Glacier, we required Fast Glacier. So download Fast Glacier. So it is a certificate that we need to download and we need to enable. So if you want to download this, so we need to give the credit card information. Okay, some charges will be applied. That is why don't download this. So in real-time projects by default, yeah, Fast Glacier enabled. So client pay the bills for the Fast Glacier. Okay, so here don't enable the Fast Glacier. Fine. So this is one method. Another method also there. Second method to enable the Glacier. So one more method is there, which is go back to S3. S3. So in my S3 bucket, whatever the data is available, that data I want to take the backup into Glacier. For example, this is my bucket, S3 bucket. Click on this. Yeah. So currently no data is available. For example, I have data, 1 GB data. That data I want to move to Glacier. How can I move? Click on Management, Create Lifecycle Rules. Click here. Now rule name, rule 1. Yeah, choose a rule scope. Limit the scope of this rule using one or more filters or apply to all object in the bucket. Select second one. I want to apply this rule to all object in the bucket. Okay. Yeah, lifecycle rule actions. Transition current versions of object between storage classes. Transition current versions. Current versions means latest data. Current data. So I don't want to use this current data. I don't want to move the current data to Glacier. I want to move the non-current versions, which is old data. Select this and expire current versions of objects. I don't want to select this. So permanently delete non-current versions. Okay. So this is a rule, right? So now I'm creating a rule to move the data from S3 to Glacier. Scroll down here. I acknowledge. See here. Transition non-current versions of object between storage classes. So non-current versions I want to move to Glacier, right? For which we need to choose the storage class here. So standard IA is the latest one. One zone IA is the latest one. Intelligent tiering also latest one. See here. What is this? Glacier instant retrieval, Glacier flexible retrieval, Glacier deep archive. So anyone you can select anything. So first one, for example, select this. Now days after object become non-current. So yeah, once we move the data to Glacier, so after that, if you want to remove that, if you want delete, so you can give 365 days or 90 days or 60 days, whatever days you want to give. You can give and click on, sorry. So here this rule is not like that. So Glacier instant retrieval, that is fine. But this rule is for example, in S3 bucket, use data sets are available. I want to move 100 GB data to Glacier. So here what I will do, I want to give 5 days. So days after object become non-current. So 5 days, after 5 days, the data will be moved to Glacier. This is the first rule. Second rule, permanently delete non-current versions. Permanently delete non-current versions of objects. Here what I will do, days after object become non-current. See here you can give 365 days or 90 days or whatever days you want to give. You can give, click on create the rule. So as per the rule, the data will be moved to Glacier and also data will be deleted after non-current. See here, days after object become non-current. So as per the rule, the triggers will be happened. So don't save this. Okay. So just try to understand steps here. But backend, this fast glacier should be enabled. Without fast glacier, this will not work. So clear, right, everyone? So two methods. Two methods. So whatever the data is available on the S3, that directly can move to Glacier by creating the rule, and also we can create the Glacier manually, and we can enable the fast Glacier. We can move the data, whatever data you want to move, right? Yeah, these two concepts are very very important concepts. Okay, so make sure everyone practice.
Ram, can you please explain this again? Object between storage classes.
Which one?
Yeah, this one only. Like which we below one. Yeah, this one. Transaction non-current versions of the objects between storage classes.
See here. Standard IA, intelligent tiering, one zone IA. These are the latest storages. So where you want to store the data? మీరు ఎక్కడ డేటా స్టోర్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నారు స్టాండర్డ్ అయ్యే సో దిస్ ఇస్ బిట్ కాస్ట్లియర్
Okay.
okay so basically we use the
Client side.
glacier instant retrieval or glacier flexible retrieval or glacier deep archive okay so here 90 days minimum storage duration so 90 days duration 180 days duration here okay. So these are also 30 days minimum storage duration but these are all bit costlier intelligent tiering standard IA one zone IA
Okay.
fine. So don't enable the rule. So and also we required a fast glacier license here. Okay. So just try to understand the concept here. Glacier in real-time projects by default fast glacier enabled. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? Anyone? So these are the five storages we discussed here: EBS volume, S3, EFS, Glacier, Snapshot, AWS backup strategies. Okay. So tomorrow we will work on CloudWatch. We'll work on CloudWatch, which is very core monitoring tool. So how can we create the thresholds if the CPU utilization is reaches to 90%? If your memory reaches to 90%, how can we create the thresholds? How we get the alerts? Backend we can configure SNS. How SNS send notifications? These are all we'll discuss tomorrow. So practically we'll see that. Okay. So
Hello,
storage,
sir.
these six storages you can practice everyone.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
సార్ ఇది టామ్ క్యాట్ సర్వీస్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేశాక షట్ డౌన్ ఇంకా స్టార్ట్అప్ చేయడానికి వస్తలేదు సార్. సర్వీస్ని షట్ డౌన్ ఇంకా స్టార్ట్అప్ చేయడానికి వస్తలేదు సార్ టామ్ క్యాట్ సర్వీస్.
వీడియో ఫాలో అవ్వాలండి. వీడియో చూడట్లేదు మీరు.
సార్ ఫాలో అయ్యా కానీ ఇక్కడ ఫైల్ చూపిస్తలేదు సార్. రెగ్యులర్గా చూస్తున్నాను ఇక్కడనే స్టాప్ అయిపోయినా సార్.
సో నాకు స్టార్ట్ అయింది కదా, నేను స్టార్ట్
సార్
చేయడం చూసాను. రికార్డింగ్
కానీ
లో నేను స్టార్ట్ చేయడం చూసారా?
కానీ ఇక్కడ షట్ డౌన్ చేయడానికి వస్తలేదు సార్ సర్వీస్ మామూలుగా.
రికార్డింగ్ లో నేను స్టార్ట్ చేశాను చూసారా? ఓకే. సో వంశీ ఒకసారి రికార్డింగ్ స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. సో యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ ఫాలో ద రికార్డింగ్ అండ్ నోట్ ద స్టెప్స్ వన్ బై వన్ అండ్ యూ కెన్ ప్రాక్టీస్. సో ఇట్స్ వెరీ సింపుల్ అండి. ./shutdown.sh ./startup.sh.
సార్ అలా టైప్ చేసాకనే వస్తలేదు సార్.
రావట్లేదంటే ఏం చేయాలండి ఇంకా చెప్పండి. సో మీరు చిన్న చిన్నవి మీరు మీరు అది చూడండి, అక్కడ వీడియోలో ఎక్కడ ఎలా చెప్తానో చూడండి. వీడియోలో నేను ఎలా చేస్తానో చూడండి.
ఆ ఫైల్ చూపిస్తలేదు సార్.
ఏ ఫైల్ చూపించట్లేదు?
ఇది షట్ డౌన్ ఇంకా స్టార్ట్అప్ ఫైల్ చూపిస్తలేదు సార్.
బిన్లోకి వెళ్ళారా? బిన్లోకి వెళ్ళారా?
బిల్లోకి వెళ్ళాను సార్.
బిన్లో కమెంట్స్ లేవా?
కమాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి అక్కడ సార్. ఒక్కసారి మీకు వాట్సాప్లో షేర్ చేసి గ్రూప్లో షేర్ చేసేది సార్. ఒక్కసారి చూడండి.
గ్రూప్లో షేర్ చేయండి. నాకు నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ ఉంది మళ్ళీ 9 o'clock, లేదంటే నేను కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి చూసేవాడిని. ఓకే, గ్రూప్లో షేర్ చేయండి. గ్రూప్లో షేర్ చేయండి. సో ఎవరైనా ఆల్రెడీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసి ఉంటే ఇస్తారు రెస్పాన్స్. సో లేదంటే రేపు మార్నింగ్ ఒకసారి కాల్ చేయండి నాకు 10:30.
ఓకే సార్.
రైట్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో మేక్ షూర్ ఎవ్రీవన్ ఫాలో ద రికార్డింగ్స్. ఓకే, డోంట్ మిస్ ద రికార్డ్. మీరు రికార్డింగ్ పైన చూస్ చేస్తే రాదండి. సో యూ నీడ్ టు నోట్ డౌన్ ఆల్ ది స్టెప్స్ అండ్ యూ నీడ్ టు ఫాలో ద స్టెప్స్, నీడ్ టు ప్రాక్టీస్, రైట్? సో వన్స్ జస్ట్ మీరు సింపుల్గా చూసి చేస్తే రాదు. ఎవ్రీవన్, ఓకే, నోట్ డౌన్ ద స్టెప్స్ అండ్ ప్రాక్టీస్. ఫైన్. If you are facing any issues, you can post it to the group. So in the group, anyone can give you response. So my response will be delayed. If you share the screenshot to me directly, so I'll be in, so 9 to 10, one more class is there now. Okay, morning batches. So response will be delayed. That is why. So you can share in the group so that already practice. Sai Prasad, you practice, right? Service start, stop.
Yeah, Ram. I will say him. I will help
Can you
him out.
guide him? Vamshi.
Sure.
Vamshi is asking, right?
Sure, after
Yeah.
class I will help him out.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah, we can wind up here. So these 6 services are very, very important. Storage services. Make sure everyone practice. Okay. So tomorrow, day after, we'll work on monitoring tools. So after that, we'll move to advanced tools like VPC, auto scaling, databases, load balancers. Fine. Yeah. So we can wind up here. Fine. Thank you all.